Letter of credit. Letter of credit is a promise made by the buyer's bank or the opening or issuing bank to send a certain sum of money to the seller's bank or the advising bank to be credited to the seller, known as the beneficiary, provided he fulfills his part of the sales contract. It is also known as a documentary credit. Types of letter of credit. A revocable letter of credit. 2. An irrevocable letter of credit. 3. A confirmed letter of credit. A revocable letter of credit can be cancelled or changed without the seller's agreement. As this doesn't offer the seller much control over payment, this type of letter of credit is rarely used. 2. An irrevocable letter of credit can be cancelled or changed, but only with the agreement of all parties. All letters of credit are irrevocable unless expressly stated otherwise. A confirmed letter of credit is always irrevocable if the seller feels that the risk of not receiving payment is still too high, for example, because the buyer's country's economy is unstable. He can arrange for a bank in his own country to confirm the letter of credit. This means this bank is then known as a confirming bank. It can be the same bank as the advising bank. This means that the seller will receive his money from the confirming bank, regardless of whether or not his invoice is paid in the buyer's country. Payment by letter of credit is effected as follows. 1. Buyer and seller agree on all terms and conditions of the sales contracts. Then, number 2, the buyer fills out an application form to open a letter of credit at his bank. Step 3, the opening or buyer's bank opens the letter of credit and sends it to the advisee or seller's bank. If appropriate, the opening bank also asks the confirming bank to confirm the LC. Step 4, the advising bank advises the seller that the letter of credit has been opened. Number 5, the seller checks that all the terms and conditions are correctly listed in the LC. Step 6, the seller collects all the necessary transport documents. Number 7, the seller gives the transport documents and a signed or time draft to his bank. He can get his money now if the LC is confirmed. Step 8, the advising bank checks that all the documents are correct and sends them to the opening bank. Step 9, the opening bank checks the documents again and sends the payment to the advising bank. The last step, the buyer pays or side draft or accepts the draft, time draft, and gets the shipping documents in return. With this, he can collect the goods from the carrier in his country. So there are 10 steps of payment by letter of credit. And here is the sample of letter of credit. So I hope this material is really informative for you. Thank you.